Music is kindly sponsored by my upstairs neighbors. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laurence and I post art videos once a week. Do you remember that video not so long ago where I tried to salvage some abstract paintings in my abstract sketchbook? I loved it so much. So now I want to do this again, but on a big scale. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So I was thinking I could take this canvas, this big canvas. I just need to put a layer of gesso on top because there's already something painted on top. It's not my painting. I've been given this canvas. So I'm gonna put a layer of gesso, and then I just want to have some fun with my acrylic paints. I think we're just going to do something really abstract, do something with a lot of movement. We're just going to follow our intuition and use this time as a time to relax, not overthink anything, and almost like a meditation. Okay, let's do it. I have two gessos. I have this one. This one is the Tri Art Professional Gesso. I think I have just a little bit left in this. Yeah, it won't cover much. So when I'm done with it, I'm going to switch to this one, which is a Liquitex Gesso. It's a white gesso. Both of them are white and matte. So we're gonna cover this. Yeah, no, it's all dried up. So, all right, let's switch to the other one. Now, I heard you when I said I was gonna put gesso on top and then paint. I heard you being like, no, you think you'll be able to paint after putting gesso on it? Yeah, you were right. I need to wait. The bottle says I need to wait 24 hours and then send it, and then I can use it. But we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna wait for it to dry. We're not gonna send it because I don't care. And then we're gonna paint on it. But in the meantime, I have this canvas that is way smaller, about half the size, but it's already prepped. So we're gonna start painting on this one. And why not make it a series, or why not use this one as a practice for a bigger size? And then I can put what I learned into this big canvas that I just prepped. So let's use this as an opportunity to learn and practice. Music is kindly sponsored by my upstairs neighbors. Today we have some deep house. Okay, so we're gonna put our material here so we know what we can use. So this time I don't want to use my very cheap acrylic paints. I want to use my other paints that I have that are a bit less cheap, just in case I want to sell this painting one day. Who knows? So I just want to see what colors I already have. After that, I feel like it's going to be easier to choose a palette. Oh, I like this one. Okay, so these are the paints that we could use. Nothing here is very high-end, but I think everything here is going to be good enough. I think maybe these, like the Tri Art ones, are a bit better quality, but they're so thick, they're not my favorites to use. But I think that with these colors, I'll be able to create pretty much any color that I want. Okay, so I found my color palette inspiration from a post on Instagram by Hane Shower Art. Hane Shower is an abstract painter that I did not know before. I just was scrolling in the explore page and I found his work. It's amazing, so I followed him instantly. But I like the color palette that he used in this one. So there are some like a sage green with kind of a muted raspberry red, with some pop of brighter blue and burnt sienna, I think. So I think we're gonna select a couple of colors from that palette and we'll stop looking at his work. I don't want to get inspired by his work. I don't want it to be even close to his work. I just want to get inspired by the color palette and that's it. Okay, I think we're gonna start with this. To be honest, I'm not very sure about this color palette. I feel like this is too bright. So we'll see. Maybe it's gonna be like an under layer of some sort. I'm not sure yet. So I already put some paint on the canvas just to clean up my brushes because I didn't want the paint to go to waste. So I just put it on the canvas. But now we're gonna paint for real. Okay, so I think that I'm just going to start with putting a base layer. Maybe I'll use this up first, and I think I'm gonna go with something a bit light to start with. Oh, so see, there's already some red that mixed with it, but I love this color. Oh, that's nice. What a beautiful, like, lilac-y purple. With this green, wonderful. I think I'm gonna mix that color. I'll be right back. Okay, so I did mix this color, which I think is close enough. It was quite long though to mix it, but we did it. So I'm just going to use up what I have on my palette knife, put some color wherever I want, not thinking too much. I like to use a lot of water at this point because it creates a really thin layer. And my goal at this point is just to cover the entire canvas. But I'm still trying to put color where it makes sense, but at the same time, I'm not analyzing this painting too much at this point. So I started with this one, trying to create some kind of a sage green. I would say that this one is not exactly a sage green. It's more minty a little bit. Then I created this. I think this is a good raspberry, pretty good raspberry. And then I created this brighter one, which I'm not sure how I'm gonna use it. Then I created this blue. And it's when I mixed these two by mistake on the canvas here that I created this lavender purple, this lilac purple, that I tried to recreate it, but it didn't work out too much. So I took a little bit of it, I put it here, and I added more blue and more white, and this is a color I'm satisfied with. So we'll see Let's see what happens. I feel like this green might be a bit too minty, so maybe I'm gonna try to tone it down with some red. Oh no. Let's add some yellow ochre. Oh. I added so much. We're gonna get there. Ooh, I think we are. Ooh. Okay, I like it. I have to say, so far, I'm not sure about this color palette. I'm not sure about what I'm doing. I'm not sure about pretty much everything. But as it is acrylics, we can always paint on top. And in the worst case, if I end up hating this painting, at least I'll have learned something, either about a color palette that I dislike or some techniques that I won't reproduce in the future. So there's always some good, even if the end result is not what I would have wanted. Okay, now I'm just trying to fill up all the little white spaces that I see that are left. But so far, I love it. It's so graphic. Okay, I thought it would be easier for you to see with the view from the top. So this is what we did so far, and to be honest, I like it so much. This is very nice. I love this color palette. I thought I would have used way more green than I did, but you know, that's what happened. I like, let's say, adding some color like this. Where should I add it? Let's say here, and then kind of removing it with, I like this effect like this with the rag. It's adding some kind of blurriness to the image. So I did a bit of that. Now I just want to make sure that everything is covered, and I think that I'm going to start adding some lighter areas. But I have to say I really like it as it is. Now I'm like, should I even add anything to this? Or just leave it like that? My plan originally was to do a lot more. Oh, that's nice. I like this. Let's add some texture with the sponge. Okay, it's getting super dark now because I think it's gonna rain outside, so we're losing the light. I think I should stop for today, but I don't want to waste this paint, so I'm not sure. Should I put a base layer on another canvas? Maybe I should do that. And then tomorrow I can start fresh with a new palette. You know what? Let's put a base layer on this big one that we put gessoed on. It's not dried, so I'm just going to put like a very wet layer. Probably all these colors are gonna merge together, but tomorrow we'll be able to choose maybe a brand new color palette, maybe not, we'll see. Ooh, so big. I'm gonna do my best not to put my head like this, but we're just gonna put a base layer.
Satisfying you while I keep bleeding. I don't know why you act like you innocent. You wanna take a piece of my heart again. I'll get you up, cause I just don't know. Something in your eyes, the way you stare me that I like. I wanna let you go, but it's like something holds me tight. You might break my heart tonight, but I'm gonna hold it tight. Oh, it feels like yellow, yellow. It hurts like yellow, yellow, yellow. You had to let me go, yellow, yellow. It hurts like yellow. We tried too many times. Don't misbehave.
I have new hair. I love it. Perfect for summer. So today is the next day. So here are the two paintings that I created, and I have to say that I'm very glad that I started with the small one because it allowed me to practice. And there's some stuff in this one that I don't like as much as in the big one. So for example, what I don't like as much is how every shape is very defined. Compared to this one where everything is a lot more blurred together, I like these touches of brighter blue here, which we don't have in the other painting, in the small one. So yeah, that's what we have right now. I think it's a great first step. So what I want to do is start working on this one again and try to blend the colors a bit more together. Maybe add a touch of brighter blue in this one as well. And I think we're gonna work on covering up some areas to create a bit more dimension, a bit more interest, and try to introduce more texture. At least more variety of texture. Yeah. So I'm adding some layers. I played with a dripping effect, which was so cool. I couldn't do that the first time because I was working flat, but I put my painting on the easel, so now I can have a bit more like different effects, which I really like. And I put the big painting on that side here, so I can always have a look at it and see things that I like in this one that I could apply to this small one. So that's how I'm working right now. But I have to say that the lighting situation is not the best right now. So I'm hoping that tomorrow we'll have better light so that we can hopefully finish these paintings.
got me feeling cool. Ooh, you got me feeling blue. Something but you so see-through. Something just ain't right by you. Yeah, yeah. Can I do it like that? You like I. Can I do you like I? Hello, hello. It hurts like hello, hello, hello. You had to let me go. Heartbreaks and heartaches. We tried too many times. Heartbreaks and heartaches. We tried too many.
I'm done for today for the big paintings, but I have a little bit of paint left, so I just want to put it in my abstract sketchbook to maybe act as a base layer. Today is the third day of this abstract painting video, which is taking too long, but it's okay because I had so much fun. I'm sorry, it's like an awkward height for this camera. I want to show you the two paintings. They're so cute. So let me put the small one here. See? So pretty. And the big one. So I think that they fit beautifully together. I love this huge one. I love the fact that the two of them work so well. Now I'm hesitating. Do I add some stuff onto there or no? I feel like it could go like either way. I could add some more stuff and it could be amazing, or I could add some stuff and it could ruin the whole thing. So I think I'm gonna take a few minutes to think about it. And if I do add some stuff, it's gonna be on this small one first. And then if I like it, I'm gonna add some stuff on this one. I was thinking about adding something like a burnt umber color and do some kind of scribbles on top. I think I need to see some inspirations first just to know what the possibilities are, but these are my paintings so far. Love them. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try to create a glaze, a pale glaze, maybe like a light beige, using water and paint. I've done some research and I know that this is not the best way of glazing, but I don't have any glazing medium. And since I don't use acrylics a lot, I don't want to go out and buy some medium because I don't know when the next time I paint with acrylic is gonna be. So yeah, so I want to do that, and maybe I'm gonna use some pastels on top unless I use paint. I don't know. Let's start with trying to do a glazing technique first. I found something. I have this gloss medium and varnish. At first I thought this was only a glossy varnish, so I didn't even consider it as a glazing medium. But when I read the description, it says that you can use it to thin your paint. So use for glazing, use as fixative, collage adhesive, varnish, binder, or transfer medium. So I think that I'm going to try this to create a glaze. And we're gonna test it out on this one because the other one, I like it so much, that big one. I just see it in my bedroom. It's so relaxing. I love the colors. I kind of want to connect these two areas of blue with like maybe something like that. Something, a wiggly line or something like that in the same color of blue. Okay, so that's what we'll do. I think we're gonna work on that squiggly line, and then while it dries, we're gonna work on our glaze. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that I'm going to use this yogurt pot to mix. I think that I want to use this color unbleached titanium and probably some white as well. Mix that in there along with my gloss medium and varnish and just see how it goes. Now I'm gonna mix. I know you're gonna tell me that this is not the right tool to mix, and I know, I realize that. It's just I don't have anything else. So that's what we're using. We're gonna suffer through this. It's my first time doing it, so can't thin by adding up to 25% water. Yeah, okay, so we could add a little bit of water and see how it goes. Let's add 2 pipettes worth of water. The consistency looks better. It's not glazing enough. Maybe I could add more water and see. And also, it's not white enough. Oh, I'm gonna use up all of my paint for this. Oh my god. Okay, my color isn't too bad right now, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of it, put it in another yogurt container, and this time add a lot of water and just see what happens. I want it to be really thin, like almost a liquid, so I can pour it on my painting, but I don't know how it's gonna react. Maybe I'm just gonna mix with my brush. Oh, good thing I put my protective coat on because this is splashing. Still is not very transparent. What if I add more of this medium now? We are experimenting. Ooh. It does not smell the best. I think I like this. I'm not sure if I can pour it though. Let's try. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. It's not moving too much. Did I just ruin this painting? Oh boy. Maybe it's not gonna be too bad. So I put some glazing here and here, and yeah, I had to work to fix it. Now I think I like it because it's a bit paler in the background. But still, I wish that I had tested it first. So there's that. But then after that, I did some splatters with it, which turned out pretty interesting. I did too many splatters on this one, so I had to work again to fix it, but it adds a bit more depth. So that's interesting, I think. The other stupid thing that I did is that I did not wear gloves, which I think I should have done. It doesn't say on the bottle that it's toxic, but just according to the smell, I feel like it cannot be too good to have that on your fingers. So next time I'm gonna wear gloves. I think that's gonna be it for these paintings for today. I think that this was very good exploration, and it kind of made me want to use my acrylics more, which is, it's good and bad because I can't seem to stick with one medium or one style. I started with abstracts, and then I finally felt like I was finding my style with the mixed media that I've been doing in the past few months. And now I'm kind of going back to abstracts, but I still want to do that other style. So I'm trying to think how to make the two make sense together. I know it doesn't have to make sense because I'm just doing this for fun, but I would like to be more serious in my art, in my art practice, and maybe one day grow that side of my revenue streams, perhaps. So yeah, trying to make something cohesive maybe eventually. Anyway, so that's it. And I just wanted to say that I quite like this composition right here. I feel like when you look at it, your eye goes like here, and then it follows that dark blue, which I like. It's not a composition that I've done a lot in the past. Usually I do something that starts from the bottom and that goes up, which we have a little bit here with the green, but I feel like your eye is more drawn to the darkest shape. So I like it. I think we're gonna leave it like that for now. I'm still gonna put the two paintings in my studio and have a good look at them in the next few days to see what else I do to them, if I do anything else. I'm still thinking that I'm going to add some new color twos on it, but for now I don't have the colors that I would like, so this is gonna have to wait. Let me show you a good look of the other one as well. I don't know if you can see them well with the glare, but I'm going to show you some close-ups for sure. So these are the two paintings. I love them. They're so pretty. I did some splatters on this one as well, which I really like. So here we go. Thank you for watching my video. Don't hesitate to subscribe for other explorations such as this with a multitude of medias, not just acrylics, as you know if you've been watching. And yeah, if you have any suggestions for me, as always, leave them in the comments. All right, I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.
Don't prove me wrong, prove you right. Don't prove me wrong, prove you right. My word is bond, we don't spit no lies. A daughter of the sunshine, but every blue moon I come alive.